with Donald Trump, we have to price in uncertainty. He is a businessman. He has run his business in a particular manner, but there is not enough clarity to the market in terms of what kind of economic policies he will follow, which is why we are seeing the reaction where equity markets are down. Mexico is down by about 10%. This is almost a scenario like Brexit, which has caught market by surprise. Now, from an Indian point of view, we have a far bigger event than Donald Trump election. As a country, we have about 12.1% of our GDP in currency in circulation. About 87% of those notes are in 500 and 1000 rupee denomination. We are a nation of very minuscule taxpayers. Less than 1% of population files income tax returns, and just about 400,000 people individually on an average pays about 16.5 lakh rupee per head of taxation, which is quite abysmal compared to what is the true potential of income tax payment. So clearly our economy will be driven more by what disruptions are caused with cancellation of high denomination notes.
I want to also talk about the Fed. What happens now, because this is something, as you said, that it's not something that the markets factored in, a Donald Trump vote. So what does that mean for Fed going in?
So before election result, Fed had indicated in their last FOMC minutes that they are likely to raise rates in December. Fed future rate was indicating almost 80% probability of Fed rate hike in December. Now, with this victory, there might be a little bit of uncertainty, but in a 1 month, data are not going to change.
Right.
So my guess is that Fed will still probably raise interest rates in December as they have guided the market, unless until in last, next 1 month data deteriorates significantly. And at the same time, they will give guidance which will be data dependent rather than aggressive like they did it in December 15. More importantly, from India point of view, what we will be interested in knowing what will be Donald Trump's policy on IT outsourcing.
Yes.
During the election campaign, he has made noise about jobs getting outsourced. But the reality is that Indian IT companies are immensely making US corporates competitive. So it's a give and take. It's not that jobs are getting outsourced. There is a benefit which is going to US economy. There will be also a watch on how he changes healthcare policy. Indian pharma exports generic medicines to US, and clearly that's a big, large market. So any changes in the healthcare policy will have material impact on Indian pharma companies. The third thing which market will be closely watching is indication of Donald Trump that he will use fiscal policies to grow the economy.
Well, so you were addressing some challenges, some near-term challenges with respect to the black money issue right now. But of course, you also said in the long term, it's a positive. So with respect to the impact on the banking sector, how do we see CASA ratios move, and how will this also impact NPAs, if at all?
So the currency in circulation is roughly about $220 odd billion. Now, of that, 87% is in higher denomination notes, and that should flow back to the banking system. Now, obviously, the white money will flow and black money will not, but that should result into accretion to CASA or deposits. This is positive for the banking sector. The negative part will be there could be correction in real estate prices, especially because of the black money kind of getting moved out. There will be illiquidity in real estate. Now, both these things, illiquidity as well as the price correction, could have material impact onto the NPA side. So banks will benefit from CASA accretion, will probably suffer from the NPA side, and net overall banking system should benefit as one, this whole integration of parallel economy into mainline economy increases. It will improve fiscal prudence, it will allow interest rates to be cut, it will increase the size of the economy, the deficit numbers will come down, fiscal numbers will look better. Hopefully we will get sovereign rating upgrade over a period of time. So all these things are pointing towards the better side of the banking system.
Okay, so with respect to real estate, and you said we could expect some weakness there, we're expecting realty prices to come off. How will this impact realty developers?
As of today, in most parts of India, realty developers are in serious trouble. One, they have never bothered about customer service. dealing with any real estate developer, barring few exceptions, has always been nightmare. They are not accountable in terms of delivery, in terms of specifications, quality. So this has been a largely unorganized sector, patronized by vested interest. Now time has come for them to be paid back. They are leveraged and they won't be able to sell their assets unless until they bring the prices down. Many of them probably were in the business model where they just acquired properties, lend, never developed very slowly over a period of time, and by hoarding were able to maintain prices. Probably time has come where we will see real estate model getting changed, where people will have to make it a factory like model. You buy land, develop quickly, sell it and make margin. So we are going to see fundamental shift in real estate sector over years to come.